Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to cover the topic of HTML forms. Since it's a long topic, I'm divided into 4 parts. In this part, I'm going to discuss about the form elements, Okay, we are almost done with that section. Okay, fine. Is the title element done? And let's get started with the code. So to display a form on your web page, you need the form element, which is bracket open form bracket close and open bracket / form close the bracket, and inside this 2 tags is the content for the form using different elements. So the first element I'm going to discuss is the label element. The label element is used to label the form input fields. Now it's optional. Some people use placeholder attribute for input elements instead of label. Some use both, and others do as they think is best. So it's up to you or what you need for the project. The next element is input element, and we must provide at least the type attribute value. As you can see in this login part of the form, we need a text field for the username and a password type input field for the password, so that when we type the password, it's not visible and you only see the dots. Okay. Let's add in the label, and now I am going to introduce the way to create a drop down in your form. There are 2 ways. I'm going to discuss the first way now. The first way is to use the select element, select open bracket select name is equals to age, name or ID. You can use IDs to use one of them so that when you submit the form, your data is submitted. And inside the select tags are the option elements which are used to define the options of the drop down. And each option element has a value attribute, that is the value that is submitted after you select one of the option and then submit the form. And the text between the two option tags is what is visible when you click the drop down. Okay, let me add another label, and then I'm going to insert the form element called text area. Now the text area is slightly different from input type text, and you need to specify the number of columns and the width of the text area. It is used for large text input, that is input by user. For example, special instructions in the order form of a restaurant website. Now another element is the field set element that is used to group the related related fields in group, and you can use a legend element to label the field set in the form. Legend, and now I'm going to put account credentials as the legend of the form. Now let's discuss the second way to add a drop-down in your form. That is done using the data list element, which is majorly similar, but there are some small differences. So you put the data list tags, and then similarly as in select elements, the option element option value is equals to, in double quotes you put the value that, and put the content of the option, and let's add the label for it, gender, and now let's add a button. Now these are the options: button, menu, reset, and submit for the type of button. The common thing is to use the submit as a type of the button. Okay, I forgot to add the line break elements to properly format the form. Oh, I forgot to add some part of the data list element. Input list is equals to gender, name is equals to gender, and provide an ID for the data list element. ID is equals to gender. Okay, I think we are done here. We have a form, and inside the form element we have our labels for labeling the input fields. Input fields, and now drop down select and data list field set. And for our drop down and select we have option elements, and for data list we need to provide an input list with list and name attributes, and then the data list element with an ID attribute and some option elements inside it, just like the select element. And then we have the field set element, and inside the field set element we have a legend to label the field set, and then some label and input elements. Finally, we have a label for the text area and a text area element for the last text input, and the submit button, which is the button of type submit. Okay, go to the code and we will see the output in a little bit. And here's the output. The heading of the form, sign up form, and the field for the name, and the select drop down for the age, and the data list drop down for the enter. Okay, for some reason the video is not displaying properly, but when you will click the data list drop down, you will see the list of both the options, male and female. I think I should put the code in the description, and that will help you see the output clearly. Now let's test the form. I'm going to put photo and then age and gender. Now a username John 2123, and as you can see the password is all dots. What your actual type is not seen as it should be. And now let's put some random special instruction. Thank you. That will be all for this video. See you in the next video.